The two gorillas were shocked to discover that the human in front of them could actually speak. As soon as the words were spoken, the gorillas were left utterly dumbfounded on the spot. This was because it was now Earth 200 years in the future, after a simian flu had swept across the globe, causing all humans to devolve into mute lower-level animals. In contrast, the apes not only gained intelligence, but also came to rule the entire Earth. This thrilling and iconic scene comes from Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. A sequel to a sci-fi IP spanning 56 years, it displays Hollywood's top visual effects. Crafted by the original Weta Workshop team, it features upgraded motion capture technology. Facial markers doubled, capturing subtle expressions and eye movements. Actors even attended ape school for 6 weeks. Andy Serkis, who played Caesar, consulted, refining everything from vocalization to expressions. And over the next 30 minutes, I will immerse you in this sci-fi feast forged with technology and sincerity. It is said that in the Eagle clan of the ape tribe, there is a peculiar rule. All apes must go to the edge of a cliff before their coming-of-age ceremony to find a sun eagle egg in order to prove their abilities. Fortunately, these three soon-to-be adult apes happen to stumble upon 3 large eggs in a sun eagle's nest. But according to the elders' teachings, they must leave one behind, which means one of them won't get an egg. Suna and Alaya took the 2 eggs first. As the eldest brother, Noah felt a bit disappointed. Tomorrow is the coming-of-age ceremony, and he doesn't want to be the ape without an egg. Right at that very moment, Noah suddenly noticed another massive eagle's nest perched precariously on a nearby jagged cliff. Utilizing his remarkably agile climbing skills, Noah quickly and carefully reached the edge of the nest. He slowly stretched out his trembling hand, trying incredibly hard to reach the fragile egg resting deep inside. Just as he was finally about to grab it, the protective mother eagle suddenly returned to her home. A sharp, piercing cry rang out through the air, and in his sudden state of panic, Noah lost his firm grip and began to fall. He truly thought he was doomed to a terrible fate, but fortunately, a sturdy rock formation below caught him just in the nick of time. However, in the next second, the rock began to collapse and give way. As Noah slid down rapidly, he started to panic. Suna and Araya rushed over when they heard the commotion but could only watch helplessly as Noah fell. Fortunately, Noah managed to get the egg without any real danger. They were all very happy. Now they could finally take part in tomorrow's coming-of-age ceremony. As Noah was about to mount his horse, he realized his blanket was missing. At the same time, a figure quickly flashed by behind them. It looked like a member of the Echo tribe, who are humans that have lost the ability to speak. Araya quickly threw a stone and hit the figure, then they immediately gave chase. To their surprise, they ended up at the entrance, where Noah's blanket was hanging right in front of it. Araya cautiously stepped forward because according to clan rules, they couldn't step outside lightly and had to be wary of any enemies coming in from there. Because the blanket was stained with the blood of the Echo clan, Noah didn't dare act rashly and could only leave quickly with the blanket. After returning to the tribe, Noah brought the blanket to his father. His father was the tribe's eagle trainer, but Noah really disliked being there. The reason was simple: his father's sun eagle was always watching him.
He really rubbed me the wrong way. To this, father simply explained that the son disliked tomorrow's ceremony. Noah always felt his father looked down on him. He offered the blanket, recounting the day's events, emphasizing they hadn't left the cave and the Echo clan had barged in, trying to steal his blanket. For now, the father believed him and found the elder with the blanket. They all agreed that the Echo clan would bring misfortune and destroy the entire tribe. So they decided to send the tribe's bravest warriors to scare them away. Noah didn't understand why his people avoided the Echo clan, only vaguely hearing they emerged to forage during the dry season. Only the elders, therefore, retain some historical knowledge and truly fascinating and important stories that the tribe cherishes. However, those few pages barely piqued the boy's curiosity. Late at night, Noah went to the shed where his mother dried fish, trying to fix the tools, and suddenly heard a noise inside. As soon as he stepped inside, he caught the scent of the Echo clan. By the time Noah chased after them, the Echo clan had vanished. The wetness on his chest instantly alerted him. The precious egg I retrieved was crushed. Tomorrow is the coming-of-age ceremony. Determined to earn his father's respect, Noah ignored his friend's warnings and resolved to find another egg. Under the bright moon, Ivan's force slept soundly, but Noah felt uneasy. A sudden piercing scream tore through the air. Noah quietly dismounted, finding the masked clan's corpses strewn across the ground. Suddenly, the tribe's warrior appeared, bravely delivering a final strained warning. The warrior fell, but the sound of horses thundered behind him. Noah hid in the bushes, watching the masked clan approach. They were searching for the Echo tribe, but accidentally trespassed on Swift Eagle tribe territory. They picked up a blanket stained with Echo blood, and Noah's horse was nearby. The masked general promptly decided to follow the horse to find the Echo clan. Noah, hiding nearby, panicked. They say an old horse knows the way. If the horse leads them back to the tribe, what happens to his family? Noah dashed through the forest. Lin was desperate to warn his people before the masked ones arrived, but he returned to find their village engulfed in flames.
Round them up! No, please!
Noah tried to rush in to save his family, narrowly escaping being crushed severely. He finally found his bound family and was about to rescue them when an electric weapon suddenly appeared, shocking him. After all, his tribe lived in primitive times. He never imagined the masked tribe was so advanced. This isn't simply a clash between two tribes. It's the blatant oppression and outright plunder of a lesser civilization by a superior one, indeed. The name of Julius Caesar was first on their lips, suggesting the masked clan, even if not directly descended from Caesar, knows ancient history of centuries ago. Their cultural heritage is superior to other tribes. Noah climbed the shelves to the top floor, intending to take his father away. But his father then asked him to release all the eagles. Unexpectedly, the general also clambered up, demanding their immediate surrender. Noah refused, of course, trying to fight the general with agility, but he was brutally struck down by the electric baton. If his father hadn't appeared in time, Noah would have been trampled to death. Seeing that his father was no match for the general, Noah jumped and tightly hugged the general's neck, only to be flung away in the next second. Seeing his father die before his eyes, the flame of revenge barely ignited, the general reappeared and shot down Noah, sending him plummeting unconscious from 100 meters. The next day, harsh sunlight woke him, the air thick with burnt ash scent. Noah picked up his damaged stun baton, last night's events still vivid.
Looking at his father's body, Noah felt vulnerable, like a child.
Today was supposed to be his coming-of-age ceremony, but a raid robbed him of everything, family, friends, and his tribe. Noah vowed at his father's grave to find their people and bring them home. Once again on horseback at the gateway, gazing at footprints and the darkness ahead, Noah mustered courage and embarked on his journey. The world outside isn't as scary as you think. Human civilization hasn't vanished. Steel and concrete buildings a century later still stand strong. Noah found a blanket with the scent of his clan and tracked it. Unexpectedly, his father's sun eagle followed behind. Noah tried desperately and repeatedly to summon it.
As far as the Sun Eagle is concerned, Noah isn't quite worthy of being a falconry master yet. The Sun Eagle chooses to follow.
But he didn't surrender. Soon, Noah reached a new forest and saw smoke rising from a hillside, thinking he had finally caught up. He gripped his stun gun and walked up step by step, only to find the hilltop deserted. The next second, the ground beneath Noah gave way, and he plunged downwards, his foot snagged by a vine, leaving him dangling above the fire. Had he not untied the ropes in time, it might have become the first ape ever roasted. Noah barely had time to breathe before Raka appeared, quickly snatching Noah's baton and demanding his connection to the masked clan. Raka turned to look at the fire where the last of his people burned, also killed by the masked clan. From Raka's account, we learn that the ape zoo brought by Caesar diversified during evolution. Noah's Swift Eagle tribe was the most marginalized, unaware of their origins and never having heard of Caesar. Raka's ape tribe inherited part of Caesar's will, believing firmly in civilization, humanity, and peaceful coexistence between humans and apes. Raka presented ancient books carefully saved by the tribe, mentioning that Caesar, the first ape leader, could read them. Raka scoffed, then explained the masked clan origins. They belong to the most powerful ape kingdom today, whose leader, Caesar, is obsessed with surpassing the original Caesar, leading him to pillage and distort the true will of Caesar. Caesar said, "Apes do not harm apes. Apes are strong together. But now, apes are divided, and tribes clash constantly. They are unknowingly now following the path of humans." As the last ape possessing Caesar's will, Raka only vaguely understood the history of centuries past.
Noah stopped. Pointing to the human portraits on the wall, he said, "These are the Echo people." Laka perked up instantly, asking Noah if he'd seen them, because the Echo people had disappeared near their tribe. But Laka knew very well they were important to Caesar, so for years he sought to find the Echo clan again and emulate his ancestors in nurturing them. Laka wanted Noah to stay and be his heir. Unexpectedly, the Echo clan reappeared quickly, but Noah scared them away. Prakar couldn't stop them.
Come back!
No danger present.
That is the one stole from my village.
Knowing that the Echo clan had followed Noah the whole way, I decided to leave this place immediately, hoping to avoid encountering them again.
Maybe Caesar truly commands me.
It seems Caesar's will has been passed down, and yet it hasn't. Perhaps, like civilizations before them, the indigenous peoples experienced a significant disruption, fragmenting Caesar's will. Neither the Raka nor the Mask tribes fully grasped the centuries-old civilization,